We all know about the Roman Empire. We've heard about their impressive feats and military strength. But what if I told you there were people who stood against them? You see, when we talk about the Roman Empire, we often forget about the people who resisted their expansion. And one of these groups were the Germanic tribes. This group of people lived in the forests of Germany, and they were known for their ferocity in battle and their ability to vanish into the woods after fighting the Romans. They're called the Forgotten Tribes of Ancient Germany, and this is their story. If you've ever wanted to explore the forests of northern Germany, you'll find yourself surrounded by nature's tranquility. But over 2,000 years ago, these woodlands echoed with a different tune. The clash of arms and the roar of men in battle. Today, we journey back to the Iron Age and walk in the footsteps of the fierce tribes who made this land their home, the legendary Germanic peoples. Join me as we uncover their secrets, show flashes of Germanic warriors with spears, shields, and tribal tattoos gathered around fires performing rituals. Imagine a time before written laws, a time when the fate of nations was decided not in boardrooms but on battlefields. Welcome to the world of the ancient Germanic tribes, a society bound by blood, custom, and an unbreakable connection to the land. Their existence serves as a reminder that history is not just about empires and conquerors, it's also about the resilience and spirit of those who stood against them. As you wander through the woods, you'll see glimpses of life as it was here 2,000 years ago. The air is thick with the scent of pine and wood smoke, the only light coming from flickering torches held by men whose faces are painted in tribal tattoos. Around a roaring fire, they share stories of their ancestors and their courage in battle. Their language is a melodic mix of guttural sounds and words that seem to echo the whispers of the wind through the trees. You might even catch the haunting strains of a druid's harp floating through the night. But their way of life is not without its challenges. For in the distance you hear the distant beat of drums and the sound of chanting grows louder. It's the Roman Empire, one of the most powerful forces of the ancient world, has set its sights on conquering these lands. The Germanic tribes are known for their fierce resistance against the Roman Empire, a testament to their bravery and determination to protect their homeland. They were led by strong chieftains and united by their love for their people and their land. Transition to scenes of Roman legions marching through the forest. The year is 9 AD. The Roman Empire, a colossus of its time, is on the march. Under the command of the formidable Publius Quinctilius Varus, 3 Roman legions numbering some 20,000 men enter the dense Teutoburg Forest in northwest Germany. Their objective, to quell the recent uprising of the Germanic tribes. But what the Romans don't know is that they are walking into a trap laid out by the cunning Arminius, a chieftain of the Cherusci tribe who had been schooled in Roman tactics. Then, suddenly, the calm is shattered. A lone rider bursts through the undergrowth, raising an alarm. It's a Cheruscan warrior, his war paint stark against his muscular torso, a spear clutched firmly in his hand. He raises his arm in a signal of impending danger. The message is clear: the Romans are about to be attacked. The idyllic forest setting turns into a chaotic battleground. As the sun sets, the forest floor becomes a sea of mud and blood. The clash of steel on steel echoes through the trees as the Germanic tribesmen, fierce and unyielding, hold off the Romans. Arrows whiz through the air, finding their marks in the polished Roman armor. The skilled German fighters move like phantoms through the trees, taking aim and firing. In the chaos of the fight, a young Roman soldier, Lucius Cassius Dio, desperately tries to stay alive. He watches in horror as his comrades fall around him. The ground beneath their feet turns into a graveyard of Roman arms and aspirations. In the end, the Germanic tribes claim victory at the Battle of Teutoburg Forest. The news of Varus' defeat and the loss of 3 entire legions sends shockwaves throughout the Roman Empire. This resounding defeat marks a turning point in history, halting Rome's northward expansion and cementing the Germanic tribes' place as formidable opponents. Cut to maps with glowing animations showing Germania, tribes, and Roman borders. Let's dive deeper into the heart of Germania, a land of dense forests, towering mountains, and sparkling rivers. Here, the geography is not just a backdrop, it's a lifeline for the tribes that call this place home. Along the Rhine and Danube, we find the Ubi and the Vindelici tribes thriving. Further north, nestled between the Elbe and Weser rivers, are the Chatti and Cherusci. And along the Baltic coast, the Tieras and the Sembrawi herders live a more nomadic life. Each tribe has its own language, customs, and traditions, yet they are united by their fierce independence and unwavering commitment to their way of life. Their economy is based on a deep connection with the land. The fertile soils of the region provide sustenance in the form of crops and livestock. Trade is conducted through a network of well-worn paths, connecting not just settlements, but destinies. The very essence of Germanic tribal society is captured in the word kinship. It's the glue that holds their society together. Kinship ties are not just biological, they're woven with threads of loyalty, respect, and shared history. The elders, respected for their wisdom and experience, play a pivotal role in shaping decisions that affect the entire community. This council of elders acts as a governing body, ensuring that the needs of the many are taken care of. However, life in ancient Germania was not without its challenges. The tribes had to contend with harsh winters, defend their lands from outside invaders, and navigate a complex web of alliances and rivalries with neighboring tribes. The art and architecture of the Germanic tribes reflect their close bond with nature. Their homes, often built from wood and thatch, blend seamlessly into the landscape. They decorated their spaces with intricate knotwork, not just for aesthetic appeal, but to tell stories of their heritage. As we continue our journey, we encounter symbols deeply ingrained in their culture, such as the veneration of trees, especially the mighty oak. These weren't just plants, they were living beings held in reverence. This respect for nature extended to their religious beliefs. The Germanic tribes were predominantly pagan, with their faith centered around a belief in multiple deities. The practice of human sacrifice, while controversial, was seen as a necessary act to appease the gods and ensure the tribe's prosperity. But perhaps the most iconic aspect of Germanic tribal culture is their legendary hospitality. Their feasts, a celebration of life, are filled with music, dancing, and storytelling. The younger members of the community learn about their history, their values, and their traditions through these captivating tales. It's a way to ensure the continuity of their culture and identity in the face of an ever-changing world. Shift into symbolic shots of ancient runestones, pagan altars, women, and elders in tribal councils. As twilight paints the sky in hues of purple and orange, you stumble upon a clearing. There, in the fading light, you see an ancient runestone monolith, its surface etched with mysterious runes. It's a silent sentinel guarding secrets of the past. Nearby, the faint outline of a pagan altar is visible, a place where sacrifices were made and prayers whispered to the gods. Around it, the remnants of a tribal council meeting linger in the air, a testament to the importance of community and unity in their society. You can almost hear the murmur of voices as the tribal leaders, adorned with symbols of their authority, discuss matters vital to the tribe's survival and prosperity. Theirs is a society where decisions are made not by a single ruler, but through consensus, ensuring that every voice is heard. The women, not merely passive participants, play an active role. Their presence is felt in the gathering, their wisdom valued in the council, their skills essential to the tribe's well-being. You imagine them weaving intricate tapestries, tending to the sick, and preparing meals that sustain the community. They're not just wives and mothers, they're pillars of their society, their voices blending with the wind through the trees, carrying stories, songs, and traditions that bind the tribe together. Finally, the young men of the tribe, eager to prove their bravery and strength, gather around a fire. They listen intently as a grizzled warrior, his face etched with the stories of battles fought and won, teaches them the art of combat. Every swing of his sword, every thrust of his spear is imbued with the wisdom of experience, preparing these young warriors not just for physical prowess, but for the strategic brilliance that can turn the tide of a battle. These are the forgotten tribes that shaped Europe's destiny. From the halls of Valhalla to the whispers of the northern winds, their legacy echoes through the ages. Join us next time as we continue to unearth the secrets of the Iron Age. Until then, may your days be filled with the warmth of community and the thrill of discovery. The spirit of adventure, just like these extraordinary tribes. Wow, what an amazing story. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please remember to leave a comment below. See you soon.